Welcome back. So the new Spider-Man show is out, and from what I've seen, opinions are mixed, and I wanted to share my thoughts on it. Now let me start with the cons, since as much as I think people are exaggerating the issues with it, it does have issues. Starting with my biggest gripe is that Peter's just too nerdy and awkward, and I get he's supposed to be that way, but it's just the dialogue is like a millennial's view of what's funny awkward, and it's almost like unbearable at points.
You know me, clumsy, Petey, Parker. Deuces. Parker out.
And I get it. I was like that too when I was 15. But like he's a little too band kitty and losery, I guess. I think that stems from loser Spider-Man fans projecting themselves onto him the past few years, with their own weak-ass interpretation of him always being this emoji characterized. So now that's become how they're writing him more often. And like, yes, I know he's supposed to be awkward and dorky. And hey man, I'm just as Spidey sexual as the next guy. But he's also supposed to be charming and witty. He is the quirked up white boy with a little bit of swagger. So I just haven't been able to get behind this version of the character fully yet. That said, I think he gets better in the second episode, and I'm actually liking him a little better now. And hey, maybe now that I'm older, I just can't project as much since he's younger, which brings me to a counterpoint. I don't know why people are shitting on the story so much. It's not like Shakespearean Brainiac, the fucking escargot of writing, but it's fun, and it takes some interesting spins on the original Spider-Man story. And as much as I cringed at some of Peter's dialogue, he's got some quips, he's got some jokes. It's a fun watch. And I hate to break it to you, you're 46, this is not the Spider-Man you're going to identify with. And even though that was a problem that I have with it, I can appreciate it for what it is. Everyone's got their own version of how he's supposed to be in their head. But this is a new take that I don't really mind. It still feels like Spider-Man. That's not to say Spider-Man can't be used to tell a mature story, but it's a Disney Plus show. What did you think this was going to be? And side note, the quote-quote woke stuff doesn't really take from anything. The race and gender changes don't really take anything from the characters or story. I guess you could say it's unnecessary, but they've already been pretty clear it's a multiversal story. And this is very clearly not the classic Spider-Man story. I don't really have many other complaints other than the cheesy dialogue. So going to some pros, the cheesy opening kinda bangs. And even though it's corny and pretty childish, it's catchy and it's got a lot of cool references, as well as some cool animation choices. Which brings me to my next pro, the animation. It's not Spider-Verse, but people are overhating it like crazy. It's got a lot of older comic book charm, and he's kinda schmovin'. You're not gonna sit here and tell me this isn't cool and Spider-Man-y. I don't know, it looks fine to me. Even better than fine. It's pretty aight. I don't know, maybe I'm drinking from the fucking Spider-Man Kool-Aid, but it looks solid to me. And the final point I have for the pros is the story. It's nothing crazy. I think the changes they've made are fun and allow for more character appearances and interactions. Like Doctor Strange being the catalyst for Peter getting powers, him being homies with Nico, the Oscorp internship with Amadeus Cho. They're setting up for some interesting stuff down the road, and at least personally, I'm gonna let them rock. I'm having fun with the show and I want to see what they're gonna do next. Thanks for watching.